We're on our way to Boca Grande. It's a really elegant section of Cartagena where there's high-end homes, high-end condos, high-end buildings. So we're gonna go there, do a property tour, look at some beautiful real estate, and really get into the higher luxury living of Cartagena. So come check it out.
It's good to see you again. Now we're here in Cartagena. We're going to be looking at some beachside properties, and this is one that Rochi's picked out for us.
Yes, so let's come see. Outside the apartment, they have an apartment for guests. So you can fit there around like a 6 or 8 people. You have maid room, it's very common in Colombia. You have the service like a room. So we have that, and the laundry also downstairs. And upstairs actually we have a pool there. So
Look at that port with all those yachts, all those high-end luxury condos. So you're in a very nice place, right? Not only are you living the digital nomad laptop lifestyle, but you're also coming to properties and looking at cities like this. And like Rochi was saying, this is the new Cartagena, right? You have the old Cartagena from the 1500s with the Spanish fort that we're staying at now. But this is like the new one, right? The new Cartagena.
that's the old city right there.
This reminds me of that movie, when he has like the similar sword or something.
So you have 3 bedrooms, but I want to shoot first the master. All the apartments and everything that electric. You can hear the sun in the morning and also in the afternoon. You have, all day, all the sun, so that's very nice. And all the bedrooms have a balcony.
You come out here, enjoy your coffee, read your book, unwind, or start the day, right?
Exactly.
Meditation or whatever your morning routine might be.
I will go to upstairs to do that in the morning and show you upstairs. It's beautiful.
For the Americans watching, a lot of them are going to be interested in the digital nomad lifestyle, particularly here in Cartagena, Medellin, Bucaramanga. They're going to say, hey, like, how do if I want to buy a condo like this, like, what's the steps?
Normally, you have to first sign an agreement with all the details and how you're gonna pay. Normally, what people does is they bring all the money from the States.
A little bit about a property like this. It's very beautiful, right? And I'm sure the Dorum Group has many properties located all throughout Colombia, right? For a person that wants to be a digital nomad, or the American investor, or the person that wants to live the laptop lifestyle, how do they start getting qualified to buy?
Well, basically, what people does is to bring the money. It's the best way to do it, because here, if you ask for a loan or get the interests are really, really high here. So normally they ask for a loan there and they bring the money to pay for the properties. Like at this property, for example, you can have a year time to pay the whole property. You can do some payments and start bringing the money. Normally what you do, you sign a contract and you pay the 10% of the property to just say that you want a property and start the process. To be a digital nomad, it's very good to invest in the country because they will give you a digital investment visa, which is better than digital nomad actually.
So visa by investment.
Visa by investment, I think is the best way because you can stay longer. The digital nomad right now, you can stay only for a year and you have to renovate.
Oh, really?
So, and the law is changing, it was 6 months before and now it's a 1 year, but I don't know if it's going to be changed. With investor visa, you can stay, as long as you want.
Oh, wow.
So, at least you have to spend or invest $500,000 to have the investment visa. Yeah, basically that's one of the smallest what you have to do. Bringing the money here is the best way because the rate that you have in the States obviously is much lower than here.
We're gonna do a whole deep dive, but Americans that have LLCs or companies, those companies can own properties.
Of course, yeah, for sure. And they give them also, when it's a company or then a natural person, they will give you more yes.
Give you more tax breaks.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That's really cool. So we have a few things. So this is one of the properties that we're going to be going to on our trip here in Cartagena. Tell them a little bit more about some of the other properties.
I think this is a big property. Also, as I told you, here it's a building that you can rent for Airbnb. So you can have more beds in the bedrooms and stuff. So you can get a whole biggest room because you can have big pool and everything. So Colombia now is very popular in the whole international, So everybody wants to go to Colombia. Cartagena and Medellin are the top.
Properties like this aren't about status, they're about options. When you build digital businesses that operate globally, you get to choose where and how you live. That's real leverage. Subscribe to my channel if you want to know more about the digital nomad lifestyle.